All right, so we're about to get on our wagon. I'm here with Jordan Grady. Jordan, how are you feeling?
I am apprehensive right now, nervous and excited.
We have a very bright light shining in our faces, but if we don't do that, it won't come through. The wagons with the actors are heading out now behind us, and we will be on the first wagon out to the maze. And they're going to be waiting for us, so...
Is this thing on? Welcome back to the Beacon Hotel, The Haunt. This is part 2 of our spooky 3-part series, and in this one, I'm joined by my good friends Jordan Grady and Audrianna, who braved the maze with me. While some of our audio didn't make it through the maze alive, you'll still hear our conversation as we relive the experience, with video and photos layered in from our adventure through the dark twists, turns, and screams of the haunt. And if you haven't made it out to the Beacon yet, this is your last chance. The haunt runs this Friday and Saturday, with the last wagon heading out 10 p.m. So get there by dusk and stay for all the fun, food, drinks, and definitely a good time. Stop by and I'll show you the best table in the house. Wink, wink. I'll also be heading back for a special follow-up episode, one that captures the full walkthrough experience from start to finish. But for now, sit back and enjoy this inside look into what makes the haunt such a Butler County favorite.
All right, tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm Sarah. Sarah Creelo.
Sarah Creelo is Nick's wife. So Nick was on our last episode. How long have you and Nick been married?
We got married in 2024, but we have a 2-year-old son.
Okay.
I've been working at the Beacon for 7 years, so
Awesome.
it's a long process.
And so you've been doing the maze and the haunted house for this last 7 years?
Well, yes, I used to be upstairs, but I've been in the ticket booth for the past 2 years.
Okay, awesome.
So.
Have you worked in the maze though, or the haunted house? Like inside?
We help with setup.
Yeah, the setup. Okay, so tell me a little bit about that. I mean, there's a lot going on here, so that has to be like such a huge process. I don't know.
It is, especially to like change it, because we change theming as much as we can. We
Yeah.
usually try to keep them for 1 to 2 years, but like the maze changes every year. Like last year was
Hear No Evil, See No Evil.
Yes, and this year it's the Cheshire Cat,
Alice in
Teapot.
Wonderland.
Yes,
Yeah, the Alice in Wonderland.
so
Yeah.
that
The Mad Hatter's hat.
so as the maze changes, yes, it's a long maze.
I'm really excited. I love
You're
scary
gonna
things,
get lost
but
in the
I'm
eye.
nervous and I'm afraid I'm going to pee my pants.
It's okay. People do it all the time.
So what would you say I should be most afraid of? Or do you not? I mean, you
I'm
don't
not
tell me.
telling you that.
You don't tell me
Yeah, that's a good
specifically.
idea, yeah.
No, we don't get to tell you.
Is it the masked characters?
It's all of it here.
I would say the surprise aspects, like when you come out of the fog, there's so much fog.
Amazing.
There's blinking, there's like lights, and then like you never know.
You're coming through.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I think the crew already. Ronnie and Jamie and Nick were like, oh, we're gonna tell them that you're coming through. It's gonna be worse.
You're
Yeah.
coming. So
Well,
I think that's a great
I hope you
idea.
make it out alive.
wish me luck. I'm excited. It's so nice to meet you. What else would you like to say before we?
Well, actually, I was going to introduce you to Jody. She does and you can kind of see that aspect of it and that process. That's our pavilion where we sell all of our concession foods, but they're good. They're like big hot sausages, burgers, hot dogs, pierogies.
There's beers, there's
Yeah, you can get
drinks,
alcohol
like,
down here.
yeah.
Okay, awesome.
And then I'm also
Hot
going to
drinks with
introduce you.
alcohol if you want.
Yes, and I'm going to introduce you to Mima too. Mima sells all of our merchandise. She is
Love that.
She is Deborah's mother.
Oh my gosh.
So it's a big
she's like
family.
legit
Yeah.
Mima.
Jody, yes,
Oh,
that's
okay,
and
Mima,
Jody
amazing.
is Deborah's sister. So
Okay.
it's a big family process.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
what I love about this place.
Yes,
so,
yes.
okay, awesome. Well,
So,
thank you.
Yeah, we'll head over there and
All
I'll
right.
introduce you to them.
I'm a hot mess tonight. I wore this hat because my hair, even with dry shampoo, I was like, this isn't looking cute. So, tell us who you are.
My name's Jody. I've worked here for quite a few years, helping family.
Helping family. Are you family or
I am.
you family?
I am.
Okay, so in the family, like I've met Deborah.
That's my sister.
That's your sister.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. So you did this as a kid then? Or did Deborah marry into it? That's where I'm, but it's Deborah's side of the family, right?
Well, now you're really taking
Now
it back.
I'm really taking it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deborah's husband's family owned the Beacon.
Okay.
But she and Greg started the haunted attraction.
Okay, got it. Here, I'm gonna hold this. I'll hold this right here. I know, you're like,
I know.
every year you find that more and more people come here, probably. I feel like people come from all over.
Because we get bigger and bigger, and people, it's not, I tell everyone, it's not like a gore scare fest. It's a fun scare.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people enjoy more than being terrified or having fake blood thrown on them or something like that.
Yes.
You just want a good old-fashioned fun scare.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I know I'll probably be laughing the whole time, but I will be terrified.
Well, if you pee your pants, the kids really like that.
Oh, well, we've already had that conversation. I've already said that I'm sure that it will probably happen.
Then they will consider that a win.
And I'm wearing light colored jeans, so
Even better.
you'll be able to tell.
Even
I'm 45
better.
years old. It's one of those ages, too, where you're like, whatever. I mean, at this point, you're like, if you have a problem, it's your problem, not mine, right?
Right, there you go.
What would you say is your favorite part, if you were to pick one part of this that you love?
Personally,
Yeah.
I like seeing the kids. I actually get sad when it's over.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my kids, my kids.
I
Yeah.
imagine that, but it has to feel really good that so many people get so excited for this. I know my cousin brings her daughter every year, and
So we definitely have repeat
it's-
people year after year, sometimes weekend after weekend.
it's their thing, right?
Mhm.
All the elements you have going on here are obviously just attractive if you were driving past. What would you say if I was to get something tonight to eat? What would be my what should I
Our
get?
hot sausage is phenomenal.
Okay.
Our pierogies are great.
I mean pierogies.
And
Yes.
duh.
Duh.
And then, all the kids usually want the pumpkin pie and whipped cream too.
Okay. Oh, you have pumpkin pie.
And hot chocolate and apple cider, of course.
All right. Amazing. Well, is there anything else you want to say?
Well, I can tell you, Deborah and I's 86-year-old mother is in the.
Oh, I'm gonna go talk to Mima next.
Yeah. Oh, Mima. Oh,
We're talking to
all the
Mima next.
info.
Yes, I do. Well, thank you, Jody. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. I'll see you later for some hot cocoa, probably, and some of that pie. So we're here. One of the things I was saying to you when I first walked up was that I love the lights. I love your lights. You said these are new this year, right?
They are. These came from an exhibit down in Maryland that the father had passed away and they were selling everything. So my grandson and my daughter that owns the Beacon went down and brought back everything. And the two boys wanted to make sure that everything was set up as their father had it. And they came up and stayed with Nicholas for at least a weekend, and they helped put together everything that they brought up so that their dad could be remembered.
That's really special.
It
I
was-
love
it
that.
was awesome.
It just kind of fits with the theme here, which is family, right?
Correct.
There's a lot of people that have become family who aren't blood related, but oftentimes that's life, right? That's the best thing about life is watching your family grow.
Exactly. And if you knew how many of these little actors have actually grown up here, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And even when they don't go out and do the haunt, they still come back just to see the other actors and go through because it's different every year.
So we've been talking for a while now, but tell the audience who you are.
I'm Deborah Crelo's mother. I have been with the haunt the whole 25 years that they've been open, and this is our 25th year. I've been doing everything from selling tickets to being the gatekeeper to I don't know what else, but numerous things. And the last 4 or 5 years I've been selling t-shirts and sweatshirts because I'm getting old.
Yes. Well, you look great. I love
you.
your sweatshirt. And we were talking about one year you did Pirates of the Caribbean.
We did.
So that's from that.
Yes.
And each year you do a new design. So the design this year says escape is not guaranteed. It's got a lot of, well, there's clowns, there's a wolf. I see some pretty scary characters there
With the beacon in the background.
with the beacon in the background.
Correct. Yep.
And tell me about your favorite part of doing this every single year.
Meeting the people and how far they come. Last weekend, I had a group come up from Florida, and they specifically said that they come to their nephew's place every year at the haunt time so that they can come here. And they were senior citizens.
Oh, that's
So
amazing.
it's just, and they said that they had been coming almost the entire time. So it's good to see people like that. And we always get them. They always come back and say hi. I can't tell you how many, like I said, of the actors come back year after year, even after they're out of here.
Yes.
There's a group of good kids out there.
So what would you like to leave me with?
This is really a safe and awesome place to visit. Even after they go through the haunt, they still come back with a smile on their face. It's just fun to be here.
Yeah, amazing.
It's fun to do the Beacon.
All right, we got it. That's a wrap. Thank you. So we're about to get on our wagon. I'm here with Jordan Grady. Jordan, how are you feeling?
I am apprehensive right now, nervous and excited.
We have a very bright light shining in our faces, but if we don't do that, it won't come through. The wagons with the actors are heading out now behind us, and we will be on the first wagon out to the maze.
Right.
And they're gonna be waiting for us. But you like scary movies like I do.
Yes.
What do you?
Igor, man.
Why do you think it is we like to be scared? I don't know. Why do you like to be scared, or do you not like to be scared?
It might be because we're closet psychopaths. I don't know. I hope not.
You heard it first here, folks, from the president of the Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah. I don't know, it's like the thrill, you know? It's
Yeah. For me, it's like it just reminds me that I'm alive, you know? And it's like not to take things so seriously, but to have fun. And
I'd like to change my answer. That's much better.
that's your answer. We're going to go together on that answer. But your lovely girlfriend's here as well.
Yes.
Say hello to us.
Hello.
I mean, you do so much in Butler as well. You guys have so much going on, and you made time for me, which I'm so grateful for. Honestly, like when I asked him, and he was like immediately yes, I was like, I felt like so special. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Because I don't know why. You were the first person that popped in my head. I'd been talking about having you on the podcast, and a lot of times something will just pop in my brain, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And the fact that you both love scary movies makes even more sense. Yeah. What would you say is your favorite scary movie?
Oh.
I think right now, The Conjuring.
Yes.
Conjuring series good. And the Insidious
Yes.
series is good. Now, if you're into gore, the Terrifier, the Clown series is good. There's 5 or 6 movies.
You know, that's one that I actually haven't ever watched. I need to watch that.
Yeah.
We also started Rob Zombie.
Oh yeah. We're huge Rob Zombie fans.
Wait, Rob Zombie, didn't he do a Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
He did
I
one
saw
of those.
that. He did one of them. We're super gory.
Yeah.
He's very Quentin Tarantino in his gore.
Yeah.
Nobody
Right?
survives.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Nobody survives.
Yeah. He also did a remake of Halloween, I think.
Oh,
But,
he did. That's right.
Yeah, but actually,
Okay.
maybe our favorite horror movie was when we first discovered that we liked Rob Zombie and that we are in a very small class of people that like him.
Yes.
31 was the movie. It was a ritual on Halloween where they capture people and they give them a chance to defeat killers, and it's really
We're going to
great.
lose your voice here, I think.
Yeah.
This is our tractor.
Oh,
All right, folks. We'll be back.
wish us luck.
When we're in the maze, wish us luck. Tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm a tractor driver. I'm going to take these people out, and hopefully we're going to get them scared.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I heard something about fog. Shortly after fog, we should be on alert.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Fog and darkness.
Do they like grab your feet and stuff?
I'm not allowed to touch you.
Okay, they're not allowed to touch you. Okay.
And if you get too scared, you yell bacon, bacon, bacon.
You know, when they told me that the
Like
other night,
Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
I love
somebody-
that. I love that.
I thought it like was gonna alert them to do more, but when they told me that they'll all stop, and I'm like, oh man, I was like, so I gotta make sure I don't do that. We're gonna suck it up.
Pee your pants and you're gonna be
I'm
fine.
gonna pee my pants and be fine. I got light colored jeans on. It's gonna be great.
I can't wait to see you when you make it out of the maze.
I'm excited.
Make it out.
If I make it out, I know that's the slogan on the t-shirts this year, right?
Yes, it is.
What else do you have for us? How long have you been doing this again?
About 5 years.
5 years.
Fifth year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what would you say is your favorite part?
Just seeing people's reactions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's my
People's
favorite.
reactions.
It doesn't get old.
I just like to see people have a good time and have fun. You know, I want them to be scared, but not like scared. It's like they never want to come back. Like I want them to come back every year and have a good time, and a lot of people do.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. Yeah.
All right, we're ready.
Right. Well,
Okay.
you want to go out and get home?
You're one of the actors in the maze. Your makeup looks amazing.
Thank you.
Before you tell me who you are, did you do your makeup yourself?
I did.
You did. So are you in like theater you said you're in film school, right?
I'm in the film classes at my school, yes. I'm not in theater. I just really want to do special effects. So like special effects makeup, I enjoy it. So
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, tell us who you are.
my name's Sophia. I've wanted to work here for like a while, just never got around to it, and I figured, well, head off to college next year. This is like the last year I'm probably able to actually work here.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And so I decided to sign up. I was like, oh, this is great. I get to do my makeup and scare people, and it's
Yes.
fun. So I'm really excited. I've only worked here one night so far, went on vacation, but the first night it was really fun. I had a great time. I definitely recommend it.
What is your favorite part of being a scare actor? Is it like your title, scare actor, or?
Well, being able to say I'm a scare actor at the Beacon's fun, but I really enjoy like the process of like getting ready, like doing my like scare makeup and stuff like that. And the first night that I worked here, I did make some friends, and they're really great. I actually have some friends that I already had that work here, and I'm really excited to be able to work with them. So
Cool. And then what is your favorite part in the maze? Like whenever people are coming through, what's your favorite thing?
I really like slinking back into the corn stalk so that they can't see me. And then whenever I hear a group that's like either really, really scared or like acting like they're really tough and I get a scare out of them, it's really fun.
Yes, I bet.
I would just say, like, if you're thinking about working as a scare actor anywhere, I would give it a shot because, like, the experience alone is worth it. Even if, like, you're working somewhere and you can't work there consistently, just working there, like, a couple nights would be worth the experience.
Good luck to you in your career and college, and just scare us tonight. Okay. Awesome.
I'll be in the corn stalks.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, Laura.
Hi. Sorry about that. The technical difficulties are real.
No problem at all.
It's a Monday. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Hey, thanks again for joining me the other day. That was it was fun.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having. Yeah, it was. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it was so interesting actually walking through the maze after talking to them and hearing like kind of how they. I heard a little bit about how they do it, right? Because a lot of people want to know, and they didn't tell me on camera because it's classified information. But how are you feeling after going through there?
I thought it was a really good haunted attraction experience. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
I'm choking on my spit here.
Oh, that's not good.
But you have the build up with the line and the fire and the gear and branded items booth that builds anticipation as you watch other hay rides full of riders disappear into the dark abyss.
Literally.
And then yeah, and when you're on the hay ride, obviously it's not just like a 10-second hay ride. That itself built up some excitement, anticipation, and then of course once we got to a certain area, you got the chainsaw guy.
Oh my gosh, that guy came out of nowhere,
popping out everywhere. And then the maze, it really is a lot of creative genius that goes into figuring out how to make something like that work, where you can't necessarily get super lost, and no matter what path you take, left, right, straight, whatever the choices were, it ultimately always led to the end of the hayride. So I'm not sure who's responsible for that design, but obviously there was a lot of thought put into that.
Yeah, I talked. Jamie was the one that kind of met up with us at one point when we were in the maze, and the original creator, the mastermind behind the original maze, was Rob. I think it's Rafe Snyder. It's RAIFSNIDER. So he originally made it possible for them to not only forward the maze along with many additional props, but he also came for the weekend and helped build the base of the maze. So she had kind of, they were looking for like 3D, optional illusion maze out of like Fair Play, Maryland, I think is where, after hearing about that, she wanted to give that creative artist and creator the mastermind behind the original maze, which was this Rob guy. So, but I know Jamie is the one that he does the design every year. And when they do it, it's like immediately after Halloween, like November 2nd, they're already talking about next year.
Yeah. And, you can tell because it did flow. The logistics were there. I mean, I plan a lot of big events, so I pick up on logistical things. And you can tell that there's a lot of thought that goes into this. And then after you do escape the maze, which the maze is not just like a 5-minute thing, right?
No.
You spend some time in there, and there's obviously a lot of really awesome actors in there. And what I really like is that they're also creating opportunities for the youth in our community to be an actor. And like the one who was riding with us out there, she has a passion for the performing arts. She had experience as a director of a documentary. So the youth are really getting an opportunity to see a side of performing arts that I don't think youth realize is a part of arts and culture. That is acting, is what they were doing. So it's creating opportunities for the youth to tap into their creativeness, which I really liked that component of it.
Agreed.
And then, of course, once you do escape and you go back, you don't just go back and get dropped off and then you're on your merry way. You go back and you get dropped off and you go through a house attraction, which the 3D part of that was really trippy, really cool. And then, of course, we talked to the two ladies afterwards, and you could tell, like, there is a lot of pride and passion that goes into that component, too. Now, other thing I also picked up on was they're celebrating their 25th season of the haunt part of the Beacon Hotel. So 25 years ago, probably Deb, maybe someone else within the family said, hey, there's a golden opportunity here to generate an increase in revenue right before the winter months, which the winter months are always slower for tourism and hospitality. So that is obviously very forward thinking, very intelligent, business minded folks running that operation. And of course, everybody knows the Beacon Hotel. It has a awesome atmosphere, an atmosphere that is disappearing everywhere.
Yes.
Your hometown bar and restaurant. It's located in between rural Butler County farmland, which also builds up and creates some anticipation of the experience you're about to have, whether you're going to the haunt or going to the Beacon for a beer with your friends or food. Obviously, their food is well known here. Specifically, I'm a big fan of their wings, and they do other things in their space too. They host the Wing Fest. They host some charitable things here and there. It really is a business that has adapted, changed, and positioned themselves to take advantage of changing environments, changing consumer spend, the whole works of a changing business environment, but also what most people don't necessarily take into consideration is the changing consumer as it relates to how they spend their money and time. So really, A+ to that family. That is a awesome family-owned business here in Butler County.
Yeah, you're jumping to my last question. I mean, let's just go to it. Like, if you were to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, to me, I am a Halloween guy. I really like Halloween as a holiday. I also like horror movies and things like that. So for me, I would give my experience a 10 out of 10. And, if I could change one thing, I would have made more time available to actually go and maybe have a bite to eat or grab a cocktail after to really complete the whole gauntlet of a great experience.
Yeah. You pack your schedule in. You pack your schedule in, Jordan. We understand.
Yeah.
You're a popular guy.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do pack
When you're
my
like, I have to
schedule
be at
in.
the pen, I was like, sure, yeah, but I don't know when you're going to get there. Yeah.
Yeah. And, I think, that doesn't change. I'd still give it a very high ranking, 10 out of 10 based on the haunt, the logistics before the haunt, the build up, getting to the corn maze, the build up, getting back, knowing I was going into another haunted experience. I had a great time.
Me too.
A little cold, but hey, you can't really control the weather. But the other piece that I really liked is, we've noted the Beacon Hotel and how it's an awesome family-owned establishment. We met a lot of the family members there. I mean, it is a true family-owned business here. But to see a partnership with a business like the Beacon Hotel partner with our award-winning local news and the Butler Eagle, that's awesome. That is the type of stuff that when you see it as a Chamber of Commerce director, you're like, these are the things that make my job so enjoyable, to see things like that. We're obviously very lucky to have locally owned news here in our county. You look around surrounding counties or even surrounding states, local news is going through changing times. And for us to have someone like the Butler Eagle here operating in our community, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I mean, we're really proud of what we do here, and I'm proud to be a part of it. I'm 2 years in. I award-winning podcast. I don't know if you know that. I just won in our division for Pennsylvania News Media Association. And saying it out loud, sometimes it's like, wow, it sounds like such a humble brag. But honestly, yeah, it is. I've worked really hard, and Tammy has believed in me, and she supported me. And even in this crazy experience, it was the first time going through. If we could make this an annual thing, I would get us those GoPro arms where we'd have the cameras. We wouldn't even have to worry. We'd have them on us, and the light wouldn't be so bright, so we could actually see where we were going. But I do think that it's really wonderful that we have the local news and a lot of really passionate people in this building who are constantly just keeping up what's going on. And it's a village, so definitely proud of that. So I appreciate you saying that. I wanted to ask you, was there a moment, because I think I had two in the maze in particular where I was like genuinely scared. What would you say were your moments or moment that you genuinely were like, I don't know?
Like in terms of when I was actually really scared?
Yeah.
Not just startled?
Well,
definitely when we met the guy with the stilts.
Oh my gosh. He came out of nowhere.
And you can tell that that's just not someone who's putting on a pair of stilts to do it for a night. He got incredibly close. His costume, his whole look. You can tell that the person that was on those stilts, that is definitely a professional, somebody that has a lot of experience on stilts. And that was terrifying.
Yes.
And then he kind of pointed us one way, right? And we're like, oh, well, the last person who pointed away, they didn't lead us astray. Let's just follow it. And then he led us right back into him, and he popped out.
And he came out again.
So close.
So close. He was like a praying mantis.
And there was like no reaction. Like to us, we're like, oh my gosh, how that was so close to one of us, getting hit by a stilt or whatever. But there was no reaction on the actor's part. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he did it really well. So that was kind of the experience that sticks out. And if I can make one comment about this podcast, the Eagle going all in on this podcast, it produced by winning awards, that is innovation by the Butler Eagle to diversify their product offerings. Obviously, podcasts have grown in popularity, but the Eagle's also done, the email blast and some other digital-based on-site, with the sports. When the sports seasons are starting, they go on-site there. That is innovation in action. And I can't stress this enough. I'm so proud that we have the Butler Eagle in our community because they are innovating. They aren't making excuses as print and whatever the case may be with national trends and all that. They are leveraging that. They are adapting their product and services offerings. And they're really positioning themselves for long-term stability and reporting not just the news, but the history of how things unfold here in Butler County. So can't say enough about the Butler Eagle. I think we're extremely blessed to have them here operating and being such a big part of everything that's happening here.
Well, thanks, Jordan. That means a lot coming from you because you are the man of the town. I mean, the man of the county. You know so many people when you're out and about, and I don't know how you balance it. I mean, I don't know if balance is really a thing. You know, a lot of the women at the leadership luncheon talked about that came up, and I had actually had that conversation with Megan Koval from BC3 once. I asked her how she balances, and she said, I don't think balance is ever really attainable. You just have to prioritize. So, you know, you prioritized making time for me and going to another event, but you did bring your girlfriend, Audrianna, with you. I was obviously like, yeah, totally, because she is also a face in the community. She does a lot out in the community as well. And, you know, you guys are a power couple. I don't know if anyone's ever said that to you, but you definitely are. And, you know, what was her sort of experience leaving there after you guys left? Was there any conversation? I'm sure there was conversation, but what would you be willing to share as far as how you guys felt after you left the property?
Having Audrianna in my life is obviously awesome. You know, she is very involved in the community. She was very involved in the community before her and I even met. So it is important to her. And it really is like having a partner in crime when we try to make sure that we get to as many things as possible, support as many community initiatives as possible. So it's really awesome to have someone like her in my life. Her opinions are just like mine. You know, we were definitely impressed by how long the haunt was. I think going into it, the reason we said that, you know, we could be at the Penn Theater by 8 is because we were assuming that we would get there, you get in line, the cornfield would take 5 minutes, because that's kind of the expectation. So I think we all were definitely impressed by the build-up and anticipation, the hay ride, the corn maze itself, and then obviously the haunted house. It was definitely something that was a worthwhile experience, and, you know, something that we'll probably do every year.
You literally took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to say it was an experience. I mean, and I feel as if the family knows that, but we want to let them know that what they're giving this community is so special. It's a place for families to come and gather. People travel they have people that travel every year from Florida. Someone has family members from Australia that have come. There are groups of people who come from other states that specifically come this time of year to go. And I said to them, I'm like, that's like Disney level. People go to Disney at Halloween and Christmas, certain times of the year, to see those extra little attractions. But to your point, a lot of times, you go to a haunted house, you stand in line, you go through the haunted house, and you're done. This was an experience. Riding the wagons out. Once we started to get into the cornfield and we realized how dark it was, we looked at each other and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, we have a light, but still, like, and then how high the corn was. Once we got there, and they have this amazing video playing, and they have a burn barrel with a fire going, you know, in this big open area. And and they had the Mad Hatter, like the crazy Mad Hatter video, just a safety video playing before you go into the maze, and someone speaks to you again before you go in. Everything is just so meticulous. And as soon as we started walking, I was like, oh, I mean, it's the moments of silence, right? Where there's like nothing happening. I'm like, something's about to happen. And then it was also those moments where we could hear the chainsaws, and we knew, and I remember turning around looking at you guys. I'm like, oh, we have to go. That's the way we have to go. Like, we have to go that way. But someone has a chainsaw. And then at one point there were 2 guys with chainsaws. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And they
You
came
can
from the
never
sides
go
of
wrong
us.
with a well-placed chainsaw person in a haunt attraction. And there definitely is a market of Halloween tourism where people will certainly travel for a haunted attraction that has a well-known, respectable name in that space. And you got to wonder. Halloween's big here. It's big a lot of places, especially on the East Coast when you consider the history of Halloween and witches and all that good stuff. Is there a future where we do kind of promote some of the haunted attractions within Butler County as a destination haunt that you must experience? And can that attract more people who don't necessarily live in Butler County, but maybe they're coming from Ohio or West Virginia, and they make a weekend out of it to hit the Beacon and some of the other haunt experiences? I think that's an area of opportunity that's worth exploring.
Absolutely, and it gives a lot of places the opportunity to collaborate. There's so many things going on. Hobnob Theater has, Tales of the Grotesque, Edgar Allan Poe right now that's running through November 2nd. The show is sold out. I do know that. That's a Halloween experience. You have the haunted houses, you have all of these things. And I had said to them, I moved back to Butler 3 years ago in August. It was 3 years in August. And in the 3 years, I love Halloween. I hadn't been, and I was like, I'm ashamed that I haven't been here, because I was in Evans City, and a lot of times I would take that road and I'd drive through there. I was like, I'm kind of ashamed that I haven't done this, but now this needs to be an annual thing. And the way that I sort of operate, and I feel like you do too, is where next year it's like, okay, who else can I bring with me? Can we have more people with us? Do we make this a thing where we all go through at the same time with cameras on us and see like what our experience is? I think for me, the chainsaws were scary, but there was also there was a couple girls in there especially that were, dressed almost like dolls, like grown-up dolls that were quiet. But they would just come either walking at you or running at you. And then there were a few kids that had like masks on that were like made out of bones. And remember the guy with the long fingers? And then he circled around and scared us again.
Yep, absolutely.
The noises they were making, some of them might have been using, I don't know if someone had it wasn't a duck call, but it was some sort of like, wildlife like tool or something. But it sounded like a dinosaur, like squealing. It sounded like its T-Rex makes that like squealing noise, or at least it does in the Jurassic Park movies, because dinosaurs are real. But but it just was so there was never a dull moment. And I have to say this too, the very end of the haunted house, I didn't get your reaction. I didn't get what happened with the Queen of Hearts. I heard it and I have the audio of it, but then when I turn around your face, when we were walking past that so it's an actress, her name's Sarah, and apparently that was a mask she was wearing. And the guy that they bought it from, I want to say that they told me I think they were in the eastern part of Pennsylvania. I don't remember exactly where they were, but they go to these, specific Halloween, events where you can go and buy paraphernalia or props or whatever it is. And they'll go typically, and there's a guy that makes masks, but out of his face. So it looks like a real face. It's very it's very Silence of the Lambs. It's giving me Place the Lotion in the Basket vibes. You know what I mean? Like it's giving me real creepy vibes. But
and I got super close trying to see if it was real or not. And then right when I got close, they jumped out, and it was.
I know. I wish I had it on video. I was I was in front of you, and I was around the corner. I just heard the reaction. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And you're like, it is a real person. Like, I forget what you said. I'm going to have to listen to it again. But my other question that I wanted to ask you, and I don't know if I know this yet about you, Jordan, but did you grow up in Butler County?
I did not. I grew up in Western Maryland, Cumberland, Maryland, to be exact, pretty close to Deep Creek Lake.
Okay.
And got here because of basketball and Slippery Rock University.
Because your brother is the coach of the men's basketball team.
Correct.
Right? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So moved here, you went to Slippery Rock University, and then you just kind of, you fell in love with Butler County?
Yeah, found my place, found the home away from home, which really, Butler County has became home.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great place. It's a perfect fit for me. It's a perfect fit for a lot of people.
I've had conversations when people hear about my experiences and where I've lived, they always have this reaction of like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I never understand the question, because I'm like, this is a wonderful place to live. There's a lot of wonderful people here. There's so much to do. We are far enough outside of Pittsburgh, but if you need like that city, you can get it, right?
It's very affordable. It's a very safe place. Its location is almost centralized to a large percentage of the U.S. population, including major markets. It really is positioned extremely well from a geography standpoint, and then the intangibles within communities around Butler County. It really is a great place to live, work, play, bring your family, start your business, grow your business. It really is a great place for that, and it's primed for opportunity too. And that's definitely a message that we try to communicate through the chamber or through other statewide things that I might be involved with. We definitely try to get that message out, that it's not just a saying. This actually is a great place to be. It's a great place to kind of create your own version of your own dream life, and a lot of the opportunities that are presented to you here can create that for you. And it's really on organizations like the chamber to make sure that message is communicated effectively across different markets.
So one last question for you, Jordan. Obviously, you went through, had an amazing time, and I don't know about you, but, well, two questions. I'm going to break this up into two. Would you do something like this again with me next year? And would you maybe possibly consider volunteering one night as a scare actor?
I would definitely do this again. Now, volunteering as a scare actor,
I know you've been on stage, Jordan, so it's in there.
I'd say tentatively you can mark me as a yes. I also really struggle with staying quiet, so maybe I'm not the best option to do that, but hey, I'll try anything once.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I just really appreciate you doing this and going through with me.
Thank you. Have a good day, Laura.
You too, Jordan. Thank you again.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Alter Eagle. Be sure to catch the third part next week and check out that video, because that is what you're going to see with all those screams and amazing characters in that corn maze and haunted house at the Beacon Hotel, The Haunt. Join me every Wednesday for a new episode, and be sure to click subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Alter Eagle Podcast. Until next time, stay safe, stay hopeful, stay spooky.